Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bridgestone, passion for excellence. Dow Automotive Systems, improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by Hyundai. Experience the 2011 Hyundai Sonata today at HyundaiSonata.com.
This is Autoline Daily for Tuesday, January 18th, 2011. Hard to believe, but we're already in the third week of a brand new year. I'm Murray Feldman from Fox 2 News in Detroit. McElroy's flown the coop again, but it's business. He's out of town driving some hot new cars. Lucky guy. We'll look forward to his reports when he gets back here in town. But in the meantime, here's what's going on in the automotive world. The last few years, as you know, have been some of the toughest the auto industry has ever faced. Plants closed, jobs were cut, General Motors, Chrysler went bankrupt. Thankfully, things got better in 2010, with year-over-year sales increasing 11%, and this year's looking even better. According to CAR, that's the Center for Automotive Research, sales are expected to improve some 12 to 14% this year compared to last year. They attribute the expected growth to the availability of credit, which is making it easy for people to get new vehicles, and the average age of cars on the road today, which is more than 10 years. According to the Detroit News, CAR also predicts that Michigan, the heart of the U.S. automobile industry, will increase its manufacturing employment this year by 23,000 jobs. Good news for all of us here in Michigan. Hopefully, we're finally putting that great recession in the rearview mirror. Automotive supplier Takata and True Touch Technologies, a company that makes alcohol testing systems, have teamed up to develop a non-invasive alcohol detection system for cars. True Touch Technologies already has a system that can measure how drunk a person is by analyzing light reflected from their skin. The two companies will now work to integrate this into a vehicle to make sure somebody who's drunk can't drive. The partnership is part of a project by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to adopt technologies that will prevent drunk driving. According to the World Health Organization, 576,000 people die every year due to alcohol-related crashes. Last week, we reported that Toyota is looking to move production out of Japan because the strength of the yen is making it more costly to build there. But yesterday, the company was forced to halt production in the country because of snow. According to the AP, the company stopped production at 12 factories because heavy snow caused traffic jams and delayed the delivery of car parts. Toyota says production will resume today and that workers will have to make up time for the missed production. More and more automakers are surrendering to the call of front-wheel drive as fuel economy and emissions regulations clamp down. Australia has become a bastion for performance enthusiasts as V8-powered rear-wheel drive cars like the Holden Commodore are still offered. But even down under, that way of life is threatened. Wards reports that Jay Mays, Ford's global design chief, strongly hinted at the Detroit Auto Show that the rear-wheel drive Falcon's days are numbered. It's rumored the Blue Oval is leaning toward a front or all-wheel drive replacement for the car sometime after 2015. A company spokesman says design and engineering proposals are currently being considered, but that no plans have been approved. Either way, this should send a chill down every enthusiast's spine. In other product news, Jonathan Browning, the head of Volkswagen's U.S. operations, wants to bring the Scirocco back to the States. The sporty hatchback hasn't been offered here since the early 90s. According to USA Today, Browning said that they weren't able to make it work for this product cycle, but that he'd love to sell it here in the future. Is there a market for a sporty hatchback like this in North America? Tell us what you think. We're always listening. And coming up next, the Detroit Three have just righted the ship. Things are really looking up, but are they on a collision course with another iceberg? Find out what I'm talking about right after this. Automakers are now rushing out more fuel-efficient vehicles. By latest count, the Alliance of Auto Manufacturers notes that there are 160 different vehicles out there that can get more than 30 miles per gallon, and more are on the way. However, many car makers, including the Big Three, are still heavy into the larger vehicles. As noted here on Autoline Daily, those large vehicles are among the ones that really sell. People like the size and they like the features, and the car makers like the larger profits that come from those big sizes. But with the price of gasoline over $3 a gallon and heading to $4, $4.50, or $5 a gallon, depending on which analyst you listen to, the question is, will the redefined Chrysler and General Motors and even Ford get boxed in again with too many high-profit but suddenly slow-selling vehicles because the price of gasoline skyrockets and consumer buying habits will switch to small. We may soon see if the new flexible manufacturing plants which enable a car maker to turn different vehicles out on a dime really do work that way, and if car makers can quickly adapt to a change in buying habits. They said they could if this happened. We may soon see. And if they do make this switch, can they keep the profits coming in? Profit on a small vehicle is often 10% of what they make on a larger one. Time for you to look into your crystal ball. What do you think? Let us know with a comment on this page. And with that, we can wrap up today's episode of Autoline Daily. I'm Murray Feldman. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Unless, of course, you live in Metro Detroit, where you can tune in every weeknight at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the best local news on Fox 2. If you're in our neck of the woods, check it out. Watch McElroy send me a bill for that commercial. If not, I'll see you around here on Autoline Daily the next time. Thanks for being with us here.